Hello YouTube, and today I am going to be plumbing my 75-gallon aquarium with this eshopps R200 third generation. I've already unboxed everything. We'll get to that in just a minute. I'm also installing a new Reef Octopus Classic 110 INT, rated for 130 gallons. Pretty nice little skimmer, and we'll just go on to a small little review. This is the eshopps 3rd gen. This is kind of what it comes with. You'll have instruction manual. Should be kind of sitting right there when you open the box. It'll come with this flex hose tubing. The tubing is actually a 1-inch tubing for anybody that really wants to know. Also have these sponges that are kind of separating everything. You have a float switch as well in there. For anybody that kind of wants to know what it's all about, you have a filter sock. Your water runs through these bulkheads down into the bottom here. And it'll go down there and come back up through the filter sock. And that's a 7-inch diameter filter sock. Run into this chamber. Your protein skimmer will actually be over here, but your water will actually run right underneath, as you can see there. Run underneath. And then up through these holes here, which will also return into your return area. Something that wasn't told to me, but I did figure out, this is the middle of this sits at about 8 inches, I believe. Just kind of need to know for like your protein skimmer or anything like that. This is your refugium area, which I found kind of perfect. It sits in the middle. So if you do have like a light you want to attach, you can attach it here or here and just let it hang over. Here is probably a little bit more convenient. But overall, it's just supposed to be one of the quietest. But I'll do my next update after everything's set up and ready to go. I still do have to order a few more parts, so that's going to be a little bit. And this is the Reef Octopus. It's kind of a shell right now. I haven't put anything really together. Really nice protein skimmer, but yeah. And this is the 75-gallon aquarium that I will be plumbing. I drilled all the holes. You can basically find any kind of video online. Bulk Reef Supply has a really good video that I kind of based everything off of. Those guys are great. More kudos to them. This is my overflow box. I chose this one because it is only about 1.25 inches. That's how much sits in the aquarium. And these two bulkheads here on the back that you see, those are both, I think, 1.5 inches. I did mess up and I did put a third one in, knowing that I was going to use a 3/4 inch PVC pipe and just kind of didn't think about it, put it in. I'll show you how to fix that later on as well. I don't actually have the bulkhead for it, so I'll have to do that in another video. And the back of my overflow box, gotta just dump everything out there. I'm gonna set it up as a Herbie style, but essentially this came from Texas Holy Rock. Guys are pretty good at acrylics and stuff like that. These are all 3/4 inch bulkhead fittings. The one's missing in the middle. I just took it out to use to kind of fit some other PVC things. But basically in the middle there, that big hole would be my emergency overflow, and each hole on each side will be 2 90s of PVC. One sits a little bit higher than the other, obviously. One's going to be a full siphon, and the other one would be kind of like a half siphon. And I will also be using 3/4 inch PVC piping. Like I said, I'm going to do all my PVC in this, or all my plumbing in this. I'm going to try to hard plumb everything. I have a few fittings. I'm not going to be able to do everything here. Hey, stop it. Also with Texas Holy Rock, they give you these, but they did these, and I did not like the style because if you can tell, where's the other one? They are the same exact size, which if you are doing the Herbie overflow method, that will never work because you will have 2 full siphons, and I don't really like that way, because if they both clog, then you don't have one that's kind of like a backup for the other. Can't actually full siphon the other one, and then your emergency kind of becomes like what you're gonna lean on. And everywhere I've read or looked at has kind of told me otherwise. I did paint everything on the back black. A little scratch there, but the overflow box will hide that. I didn't use any kind of specific paint. I used mostly interior, exterior black gloss, and then went over with spray can of matte, or however you'd like to say it, so it kind of gives it a little rough feeling to it, but I have a feeling it's going to stay for a long time. But yeah, let's get down to the plumbing. All right, first thing I did was put my overflow box back on. You can kind of see how very little of it actually uses up the tank. So I have a lot of room in there, and basically everything kind of sits on the back. I'll give you kind of an idea of what it's going to look like here. Sorry about that. That's kind of what it'll look like. If I had just a little bit better lighting. There you go. See, I want to raise one of these up, and I'll keep the other one kind of lower. Essentially, the bulkheads will all drop out of the back here, and then everything will come down and into that. Be right back. Oh, and I also did buy, I put the light on the camera, or on the aquarium, so it's a little bit better lighting for me as well. That's kind of the overflow box, a little bit better seen. There's not much to it. I still have all this space all the way down, and it literally takes up about 1 inch by, I'd say, probably 9 inches, maybe 10 inches. It's rated for 1,200 gallons per hour. I'm obviously not going to use that much. Back to this. I did buy one of these. I did see in another video, I can't recall whose it is, but this is just the easiest way to cut PVC. Very convenient, very easy, no mess, no nothing. Just a good tool to have if you're going to be cutting PVC and you're going to be cutting precise. I'll be right back. All right, and this is the first step, was I put in my valves so that I could easily adjust. These are actually kind of rough. I'll eventually probably replace these with gate valves, which are a lot more accurate as far as your full siphon. For now they'll work, and they do come with the union, so if I ever need to, when I do go to replace them, basically I'll just be able to, I'll be able to take this whole piece off, and I can use this for the top of the gate valve, and I won't have a problem. I can just have to replace all this. This one I'll probably keep as is, only because it's going to be 100% open all the time anyway, so I'll never have to adjust it. But just in case, like I said, these came from TexasHolyRock.com. awesome place, especially if you're in the freshwater. This is going to be a saltwater aquarium. I did just have to, in order to get this bad boy in here, if anybody's trying to set up a 75 gallon, I went ahead and bought it, but I didn't really think about it. I did have to knock this center brace out, kind of put it upside down, but either way, it's still sturdy. I had to put it all back in place, so it's a little bit of legwork. If you want to use the R200, you can downgrade to the 100, and it probably would fit in there perfect. And I'll be right back with a little bit more plumbing. All right, I kind of decided to switch things up just a tad bit here. I did move one of these, both of these here, and my emergency flow going all the way down and emptying back into the skimmer area. That's about as far as I've gotten so far. Be right back.